Greetings and welcome to the 1/6 Scale Man proudly presents Take Your Position. You know, this is the companion video to the live show that we have every Sunday at 4:30. But come on, man, we just got to do it our way. I do it my way. Love the show, but you know, we got to do it the way we do it. So this is definitely a companion piece. Yes, this is the Boba 2-pack. One that I've been waiting for the longest time, the TMS034 Boba Fett Deluxe 2-pack. It comes with the Nomad Mando, and of course, the battle damaged, battle hardened, weathered Mando. Love it. And I will go on by saying that this is basically my favorite piece. Literally my favorite piece. Out of the box, once you see it, it's incredible. Of course, we have the amazing head sculpt of Temuera Morrison, that amazing weathered armor, and all the accessories, which I took the liberty of taking outside the box. But yo, I cannot wait to crack this open, get to some poses, let you see what I came up with. It's going to be a fun day today. So let's jump into it. Of course, we have that beautiful box art here. We see this is a deluxe version, so it does have both figures in it. A lot of accessories come with it. But I know what you're here for. You're not here for me to ramble on about the box and the art. You want to see those figures. So without further ado, we remove these boxes, and there we go. You see them. You see them. You definitely see them. Come on, man. All day, every day. Let's kind of zoom in on that. We have these figures. They are incredibly amazing. Let's just kind of break off and look at that really quick. We have Mando here. We have the Nomad Mando there. And they look crisp. Incredible. I love these figures. I'm so happy I actually have them. I'm so happy I got them in hand. I mean, I can't say enough about it. If you zoom down here, we have all the accessories outside the box, of course. We have that battle damaged helmet. We'll bring that up here in front so you can take a look at it. Here, this piece, man, look at that. I mean, the detail, the quality on that is amazing. I love that. I love what we get with this piece. So, I mean, come on, man, all day, every day. We have all the accessories here. We have the assortment of hands, blast effects here with the flamethrower. We have the, jetpack effects. We have the rocket launcher effects. Here is basically the holographic, I guess we want to say it could either be Jango or Boba himself. If we take a look at that here, I know it wants to basically crack out, but you know, this is what we have in front of us here. Oh no, the camera wants to play tricks. Anyway, all the accessories outside the box here. But again, when we zoom up and take a look at that figure, I mean, amazing. Comes with 2 diorama bases. I have all the weaponry outside. You know, they both come with their own blaster pistols. Of course, he comes with the blaster rifle that he acquired from the Tusken Raiders. And of course, if you saw the Book of Boba, if you've been watching that, you know basically where the gaffy stick and the rifle comes from, along with the cloak and why he wears it. So it wasn't stolen, it was inherited. So definitely, I cannot wait to jump into this. But without further ado, I know you don't want us to ramble on. Let's get into some posing. Let's get it started. You know what time it is. LR all day for the 1/6 Scale Man proudly presents Take Your Position. Let's go. It is a true crime not to marvel at how amazing this piece is. I mean, the sculpt alone tells the story. The likeness of Temuera Morrison in this piece is completely amazing. I mean, I can't say it enough. If you don't have this piece in hand, you don't know what you're missing. But the quality here is extremely outstanding. Something that I would never, you can't take away from this piece. It's completely marvelous. The detail, the quality, that head sculpt is bar none. Probably, I would say, top 5 of all time when it comes to sculpts that you're getting from Hot Toys. So I think from that aspect of it, the design team really nailed it. And again, something I really expected from Hot Toys, and they did it justice. The quality and tailoring is amazing. I do like that detail. I know there was a lot of people who were saying that you have to get or you might want to actually heat up the leather around the strap itself, but I didn't have to. I just basically adjusted it as much as I needed to, upwards, to give it the stretch it needed to fit around his neck, so I didn't have to. My only gripe though is the gaffy stick. The strings that they have around the gaffy stick, really, it's I would say that it's a tad bit poor, the execution on that, to actually have it strapped around the back. I didn't like it, but at the same time, I mean, it is what it is. You still get some quality detail out of this piece, and you know, you grow to expect it, and I'm good with it. You know, I can maneuver around and I can make it work the way I need it, and you know, I think that it's okay. It's okay. But other than that, I love it. As we basically scroll down and we look at the detail in that cloak, you can basically see the material. I would want it to have a bit more wiring to it, but again, I think for what we get from it, it's still an amazing piece. We see the diorama base, we see the boot, which I'm so glad they used the split boot cut technology, or you know, that they would normally stray away from, but we see it's used more here. In the tunic, we see that now. It's more like a paper crochet type of material when it comes to that tunic, and especially like the cloth or the, you know, dress garb around him. But other than that, I mean, it's an amazing piece. I have him in just a standard museum pose for right now, around the diorama base, because I wanted to kind of highlight that base and how it looks. You have his blaster, have that exposed. You see his belt, the detail in that. So this all in all is mainly a quality figure. Like I can't say it enough. I simply love it. I love what we get from it. I wanted the 2-pack because, again, I wanted the Nomad. I was so interested. And since we've actually seen the book of Boba, we now know where he got this from, and you know why it plays such an important part. So I'm glad to see that. Again, I have him just in a standard museum pose. You see with the gaffy stick in hand, as he's in search for his armor, you know, ready to do damage if he has to. But you know, we see more of a peaceful, reserved version of Boba, and I think that's what we did actually get in The Mandalorian. It's just that we didn't see the full scope of it, you know. So I know there were a lot of complaints about it, but I think all in all, you know, he did reveal who he really was, but his hatred towards the you know, the Empire, you know, kind of shined through. Again, as he told you, he doesn't want to just be another gun for hire, another scrappy. So, you know, he's changed he's turned over a new leaf. He has purpose. So I think that this kind of demonstrates his purpose. More like an urban monk type of situation. So I do love it. Again, just a standard museum pose, or what we would actually want to say character pose. But yeah, I do like this piece, man. If you don't already have the 2-pack, don't waste time. Get off that fence. Get it if you can. It's an amazing piece. But moving on. With this piece, I wanted to kind of demonstrate the viciousness of Boba, you know, once he encounters the, you know, stormtroopers, the garrison. As you can see here, he has the gaffy stick stabbing it through this trooper's armor. He has his hand around the throat of this trooper here. Again, we see how vicious Boba can be if pushed. And of course, we already see his hatred. So I wanted to kind of demonstrate a bit of that in this piece. If we kind of tab up here a little bit, again, you can see now, in order to do something like this, again, I wanted to, you know, incorporate a bit of ingenuity when it comes to the trooper. You see here, you know, I have the gaffy stick going through, hand up, or the trooper's hand is up grabbing the gaffy. I'm going to actually lean that down a tad bit, as you can see in that stabbing motion where he's kind of grabbing, you know, slightly grabbing his arm, or grabbing at the stick, again, to indicate that it has penetrated, it has punctured. Again, we see Boba balancing on both, and the thing is, there's a bit of stability, and if you actually have them together, let me just kind of scan out. If you have them all together, they can kind of support themselves or support each other. The stick, you know, going between the arm of the stormtrooper or the remnant trooper to indicate that, you know, it's a stabbing motion. arm reached out to grab around the throat of the other remnant trooper while that trooper is going in, or actually, struggling hand around the arm to try to indicate that he's trying to, at least stop him from, literally murdering him. But we already know how that ends up. But again, we just show how capable. I wanted to show how capable Boba really is as a trooper. I mean, as not a trooper, as a bounty hunter or ex-bounty hunter. This is what we wanted to see in the film. We didn't, or in the show, we didn't get that. But I think there's more to come, and I think we just got to be more patient. I mean, I did enjoy certain parts of the show. I was not as thrilled, but I mean, again, I know it's just the first season, so let's see what comes next. Anyway, I enjoyed this piece. I enjoy actually doing this. This is something that you can kind of play around with. Not to say if you had a mod case, you could fit it in, not a DTOF, it'd be a bit difficult. But again, just wanted to show the range of Boba and what we can actually do with this character, the Nomad version of him, and sort of like an encounter of what we actually got a chance to see in the show. So, yep, a little bit of ingenuity. Let me know what you think. So right here, I decided to create somewhat of a masterpiece. Again, we're talking Boba. Boba Fett 2-pack all day. So this is the Nomad Boba, of course. Now, mid-air strike. This guy right here, he has zero chance. Zero chance. As you can see, his compadres over there, his partners over there. But again, 2 remnant troopers being taken down by Boba himself. Kind of wanted to play around with this, but I'm happy with the way it looks so far. As you can see, we have 1 fallen soldier here. So I just wanted to create a moment. Again, love it. Again, just a play on sequences. And what I love about this Boba is fully articulated. It's a masterful piece. Again, if you're on the fence, get yourself off the fence and get this piece because it's amazing. I love it. You'll love it. Yeah, it is incredible. It is incredible. Look at that. Marvelous. Marvelous. Just the quality in that sculpt. Just what you get in that sculpt. And you know that there's intent right there. Definitely intent. We have him with his leap aerial. Kind of mimics what we got from that episode. But look at that. Love it. Love it. We're back, and as you can see, I decided to put my own spin on it a bit, adding a bit more element to a scene. Now, we also remember basically, the scene where Mando kind of got loose in the tragedy episode of The Mandalorian. We have the rocket launcher knee pads, of course, and we have both remnant troopers in this particular scene, but I kind of wanted to display the arrogance of Boba, the confidence of Boba, the no-look blaster effect, or as you will, the no-look blast to one of the remnant troopers, and then we have the launcher into this particular remnant trooper, kind of giving a bit more ambience element. Wanted to play around with it, but I love the way this scene looks. I love what I was able to pull off with this particular scene. Again, adding that element to it, I love it. I'm having some fun with this figure. I'm telling you, if you don't already have it in hand, it is definitely something that you actually want to have. If we are pan in a tad bit to the actual Boba Fett himself, I mean, look at that, man. I mean, you can't say too much more about this. I mean, it's just amazing. I love it. I just completely love this figure, and I love the fun that I'm having with it. Again, you know, there's so much you can do, so much fun to have with this piece if you don't already have it in your collection. I mean, man, it's so much fun already. You know, have the light box lit a certain way. Now, of course, I won't have this in my DTOF this way, but I just wanted to kind of have a bit of fun and just show you what you can actually do with this piece. And yeah, I mean, I just think it's brilliant, brilliantly done. And you know, to have it, and again, like I said, you can rotate the stands a certain way where it adds support to the characters, have them both leaning back on the actual stands. Now, of course, I don't have him on an actual stand or a dynamic post, or you know, whatever. I actually have him on the diorama stand. But again, if you angle it the right way, if you pose it the right way, you can get the effects that you want. Again, just me having fun. So definitely we'll be showing you some different angles of this and how it just complements the scene. So, yep, bit of fun, something that you can actually do or pull off. Let's go. We're back. And as you can see, I have two baddest mofos in the galaxy, most feared, together, you know, in a stance, in full battle, ready to go. And again, like I said, I love this. This is what I love about collecting. I love about us, you know, this culture is a simple fact that we are able to create our own interpretation of what we would want to see in live action. And I think we'll see much more of this. We got a hint of this in the Book of Boba. You know, we got some of which we actually did see in The Mandalorian. But again, I just love it. Like I said, just a play on angles, of course. We have Boba in the back in flight mode. We have Mando, you know, flanking his left or his right, I'm sorry. You know. But yeah, I do love it. I just love the scenery. I have both the, of course, I kept with the same theme with the launchers on the knee pad, on the knee launcher. You know, Boba mid-aerial stance. If we actually kind of pan in, we get a chance to, you know, just see a bit more dynamic with these figures. I just love it. I mean, I can't help it. I just love, you know, recreating these things, just seeing these scenes the way I would actually want to see it. Again, we have Boba mid-air, launched up aerial mode. We have Mando, you know, basically in the front, flanking him. And yeah, it's just amazing, man. I just love both these figures. Two of my favorite figures in my collection, and to have them both together, I mean, it just means so much. I'm such a huge Star Wars fan, but yeah, I'm loving this, man. I just love it. And like I said, the flight stand, the dynamic stand, and it is useful. You know, and again, I love that diorama base. I'm going to try to actually create an entire diorama display. It's something I'm, you know, working on right now. But yeah, this is what it is, man. Mando, Boba, all day, every day. And I'm loving it. I simply love it, man. I simply love it. I can't say it. Yep. I like that. I like that. I like what we're actually getting from this, man. So, yep. It's my interpretation. On to the next. And we're back. Just wanted to kind of play around with this one. My brother's keeper. That's what I titled this particular scene. Of course, you have Boba protecting his, you know, fallen comrade. Not really fallen, but, you know, Mando, you know, taking a bit of heat in a heated battle. You know, Beskar definitely keeping him protected. But at the same time, Boba swooping in to make sure that his brother's covered. Of course, I love this, man. I love having this displayed the way I do. Again, I love the angles. I just love the scenery. I love what was created here, and you know, just kind of put my spin on it, my own spin on this piece, man. I love it. Just kind of having some fun, you know, having a lot of fun with it. As you can see, I have Mando kneeling. We have Boba in the back, you know, definitely flanking him and protecting him. But yeah, man, I love it. Like this right here, yeah, probably one of my best poses yet. But yep, I mean, not too hard, easy. Not too much goes into it. You just want to make, and both, you know, and the thing is, what's the beauty of this is that you don't even have to have stands with it. They stand well on their own, you know, really articulated, and I love it. You know what I mean? And I just love the narrative of this actual thing. You know, look, I got your back. No matter what, you have my back, I have yours, and they've really developed a kinship and a friendship, you know, that they can depend on each other in the heat of everything. You know what I mean? As we did see in the Book of Boba, also what we actually saw in Mandalorian. Like, they really depend on each other, they complement each other, and they're there for each other. And I love it, you know what I mean? Because they both come from similar backgrounds, and they're able to share stories. And yeah, I just, you know, I don't know what to say, man. I really love this. I love it. Definitely love it. Tell me what you think. Give me some thoughts on this, but definitely enjoying this one. Thank you. Let's move on. Boba Fett, definitely one of my favorite figures of all time, and to have this in 6-scale form, amazing. We got a chance to see what he could do with Mandalorian, and you know what? It was worth all the wait. Hopefully, going forward, we'll get more from this character. It's so good to actually have it in 6-scale form, not only in the Nomad version, but also the weathered armor version. I got mine from Toys Wonderland. I'm pretty sure you can get yours from other outlets, other distributors, but I will put the link at the bottom. Thank you for coming on board, watching the 1/6 scale man take your position. This is the companion video. Again, we love y'all, and until then, always take your position. Peace.